I beg to disagree. Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. You see the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria. I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a field day.
This tweet from Voice of the Oppressed. He wrote, misplaced priorities in his achievements mentioned in this video when he was governor. For example, 1, sent thousands of Muslims to Hajj and thousands of Christians to Rome and Israel for pilgrimage. The question is, what value does it add to GDP? 2, building the largest stadium in the West Africa in a country where our local league is crippled. 3, bragging of building of government houses for privileged few in this 21st century in a country where it's at brim of collapsing. Nigerians will never get it right until they stand up against all these odds that have bent to impoverish them from cradle to the grave. I mean, that was a loaded tweet as well, but yes, I think he was.
I think with due respect,
quickly,
whatever he has spent on the pilgrims, you know, I think he should go and get that money. I know that money is gone, but if possible, we should get them back, and he could use it to fix schools and do things that are more important. You see, these leaders don't even understand the basic and the most important things, which are services to humanity, hospitals, schools, and the likes. And these are things that make a society. I will always free education today, we still talk about it. Bragging about building a stadium. Yes, okay, to attract people to play. But what about having an ancillary football team also there to be able to run out of the place?
That's it.
Then he talked about a hospital. Can you recommend that hospital for
is it the 41 billion?
I can't remember.
Hospital, yeah,
I want him, since he said he's built an hospital, the hospital is working. You should recommend the hospital for President Tinubu for his health checks. Because if you can build such a hospital, I don't see why President Tinubu,
according to Frank Shaibu's comment, all right,
have checks anywhere else. So please, you should recommend that hospital for President Tinubu. But it just shows you that the priority is always different.
All right.
And if these politicians keep talking like it's their money, it's not your money.
Yeah.
If you sell Obitu to regale you with the things you do, we'll be able to tell you the things you do with the people's money.
Yes.
So it's not I did it. I did it. No. If you brought out money from your pocket, we will be able to know. All right. So that's just it, pure and simple. But you should recommend that hospital for President.
You should recommend. That was Frank Shaibu. Vimbai has not spoken, and you know we really have very little time. A comment quickly, then we move, because I know you want to do your Enugu story.
Like to say two things can be true.
Yes.
Akwa Ibom is doing well as a state. That's the honest truth. We cannot take away from that. You visit Uyo, and Uyo as the capital, and even on the fringes outside of Uyo, Akwa Ibom is, I believe in the past 6 years, the IGR has increased by over 170%. Having said that, I also think that it's not necessary to use some of these platforms to attack somebody who is not in the Senate. I understand if it was a debate happening within the Senate floor about opposition or about other things, but to bring that conversation into whatever was happening in the Senate at that moment, I think may have been misplaced. However, having said that, does the Labour Party drama need to be resolved? It does. Right. And this is what's happening with opposition parties across Africa. We spoke about Hakainde Hichilema here earlier, the Zambian opposition who came into power, and now America is cutting aid because they are unable to regulate the theft of medicine that is being donated by the US. So opposition parties also need to get their house in order. So
absolutely. I like that point. At the same time. Quick comment, less than 20 seconds.
Mrs.
Vimbai, that's why I had to make that say.
No, I just wanted to say, I don't expect you
no, but mine is Cross River.
What's the difference?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
When I went to school in Cross River, the two states were the same. Okay. But, you know, I agree with you that, you know, there's been a lot of transformation in the Akwa Ibom state. But one thing to say quickly, I don't think anybody should claim sponsorship of pilgrimages
Are you owed thousands in car finance compensation?
I don't think anybody should claim sponsorship of pilgrimages as an achievement. Now, we have said it again and again. That Section 10 of the Nigerian Constitution says there shall be no state religion. And that is what we have always said, that state governments have no business sponsoring anybody on pilgrimage. Religion is a personal orthodoxy. If you want to go to Israel or you want to go to Saudi Arabia, sponsor yourself. So it's not something anybody can claim as achievement. Number two, very quickly also, the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium has been very useful to Nigeria.
Okay.
That is a very visible achievement. It's right to claim that. Number three is about Mr. Peter Obi. Now, yesterday I said he has not committed any offense with what he said.
Yes.
Okay, he says the labor of our leaders past is now in vain and all of that. That is his personal opinion. He's saying that Nigeria is a country that have not met its potential, that has not fulfilled the dream of the founding fathers. How is that a crime?
Yes.
Okay, so and then all this comparison and all of that, the focus should be at that plenary on Pa Edwin Clark.
Correct.
Because that was the occasion.
Correct.
Pa Edwin
Well
Clark.
said.
And then the Senate President was saying he was speaking in the voice of Pa Edwin Clark.
I didn't.
How do we know that?
No, he said it. He said it during the president.
He's the AI version of Pa Edwin Clark.
How does he know that?
How do we know that?
I mean,
that is what Pa Edwin Clark,
Well,
now
all
blessed
right.
memory,
Well,
would
all
have
right.
said.
All
They
right.
should just leave Peter Obi alone.
This is it.
He can express himself.
Right.
He's a citizen.
Like we said yesterday, we always have to speak truth to power.
Seriously.
I'd like to...
You listen to that? Yeah, I know I did this video before. I said almost the same thing. How does that add to the GDP? How does it put food on our table? How is that an achievement for you? Sponsoring, using federal money to sponsor pilgrimage, sponsorship of pilgrimage to Saudi, whatever. How is that one an achievement? I said it before. Thank God, these people. How is that an achievement? That is it. And you say you build the best hospital your citizens cannot attend. Even you, if you fall sick now, you cannot even go there. You still travel out for medical treatment. They can't. You are bragging about using federal money, state money to sponsor the sponsorship of a pilgrimage to go and serve God. Anybody who wants, it's only in Nigeria I see they allocate money for some persons to go and serve God, to go and see God in Saudi. Other countries are not doing. They are thinking of something that will better the lives of their citizens, how to make life easier, better for their citizens. We are talking about how to allocate, how much are we going to allocate for this pilgrimage for them to sponsor themselves. What concerns those Westerners? Now, what concerns them with you going to serve God? If you like, you want to go, you use your money to go now. It's only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria, Africa. Now that one is being recorded as an achievement, 8 years in office. Can you imagine? You build the government lodge. Government lodge is an achievement for you. Government to come and sit down. Your government, or your governors, your governors and your president. Anytime president visits, so that you have a place to live. That one is an achievement. And those are the things that it does not it does not solve the problem of hardship. It does not reduce the cost of food and services in the market. None of those things. So it does not put food on hungry Nigerians. It does not put food on their table. It does not add to the GDP. It does not, but it's being recorded as an achievement. Imagine. Every time. Anyways, not even much to say on this video because I did it before. So what do you think? Please share this video. Thank God that one responded. Everybody bash you. Not mind that they are quick to respond, to attack the messengers and not addressing the issue. Anyways, please share this video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel.